Hey guys, Hyperion, Hype Sounds, whatever you want to call me here today. I'm going to show you my warping audio trick. Somebody was asking me about it online. Pretty complicated set I've got going on. I've been working on it for a while. I was remixing it, like just giving a new mix down the other day and a new master, and I come up with this trick, and it seemed really clear and obvious to me after I had thought of it, and I wish I had thought of it sooner. It made cleaning this up so much better, just a world of difference, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So first of all, I'm gonna shameless plug, go check out my SoundCloud if you want to listen to this track. I'm gonna have a better version of it mixed down here soon. This isn't complete, and check out my first music video on my channel Hyperion, as well check out all my sounds. You can find them on my channel here. So I'm gonna get right into it. Here is our audio track, and unfortunately this is playing like total shit. But so you hear, let's take a listen right here. This is about the region I want to show you. I have a good version and a bad version where I removed a bunch of warp markers, and hopefully we'll get a playback and you can see what I mean. You can see here, I have a warp marker set on every second beat here because this is what I mean. So normally sometimes, let's say you're working in bars of audio, such as this Madison River noise thing. This is some white noise I took on the Madison River in Montana. And you want to set the warp marker right to the beginning of the bar or the beginning of some phrase because it makes the most sense, because that's where you're warping. You think of your song progressing in terms of bars, but I was doing that yesterday. And so here I have another slice of audio. And so it's the same vocal track. Let's take a listen to how this one sounds. I'm getting some really weird phasing effect going on with the vocals. They don't really sound like that. But anyway, you can kind of see that they don't really meld with the rest of the track. There's just like this major disconnect, and that's because obviously I've gone through and I've taken out all the warp markers. But what you would want to do, here's the whole idea, is instead of setting this warp marker, snapping it right to 43, the first beat and the third beat aren't really quite what's so important. It's the fourth beat and the second beat that really need to be on point. So if I were to edit this audio here, instead of dragging this right to 45, I would grab here and drag to 42. Likewise, I'd obviously be listening to this, but it's going to play back and sound really shitty. So see here, it's misleading. I really want to grab this one and drag it right to 49, but maybe that pause is really dramatic. It makes for some good thematic elements. I don't know what that means. I just said those words. So here's... God, what is that? I'm running like 5 audio units. I got an audio card in my interface in my computer. I'm running through some virtual audio units so I can record this. I'm running some phantom power from my condenser mic off of my computer. It's crazy. I wish this audio would be better for you guys. So check it out. I have this weird beginning intro thing I was messing around with. Which is an earlier mix of the song. And I have this filter on it. But it's not really lining up. So I'm gonna go mess with it now. So by this method, I would want to look for the 2s and 4s, and I think I'm really late. I'm really off bad time on this one. Oh my god, my whole computer is so slow doing all this right now. This is kind of a crappy example. It's the same BPM and all this shit. But this is just like some vocals she sent me, and so I had to do a lot of manipulation, snap it to bar. Not really snap it to bar, but do some editing to gel it with the rest of the track. So let's do a little before and after with this guy. It was like 40 something bars that I fucked with. A little later. I'm gonna show you guys the alternative to what I did. The shitty way of doing it. Looks like I did it the shitty way through a lot of these. See, that didn't really sound so good when I snapped it right to the bar. So here's a good spot for an example. You can see here I've snapped it on the, the 3, the 4, a little bit here. Here's on the 3, and here's a good spot where it sounds kind of weird. The 4 is not quite on. It's almost a percussive sound, and we want to make sure this lines up with the rest of the beat. So let's take a listen before. Some weird effects here at the end. So let's snap that a little bit up on the 4, and the 2 for whatever measure.